Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Freeze TV. I am Michael, your host, and today I am going to talk on another political campaign talking point. I was going to do welfare and how to revamp the welfare system. However, looking at my notes, I think we need to talk about gender equality. Okay, gender equality, because that seems to be a big talking point these days. One second. Close my computer. Gender equality has become a lot more mainstream nowadays since the 2016 election. People have accused President Trump of sexual misconduct, even rape, you know. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk gender equality today, okay? And we are going to make some headway, and we are going to get this shit figured out. Okay, so under my administration, if you choose to elect me, we are going to have true gender equality in America. Okay, and ways we're going to do that is we are going to amend the laws so that they are equal. Okay, number one, what we're going to do for gender equality is we are going to make it to where when you turn 18 years old, you have to register for the draft. Now, I know what you're saying. Michael, I already have to register for the draft. Yes, my male viewers have to register for the draft. Under the United States law, females do not have to register for the draft. It is not required. But it is required for males of 18 years of age. When they register to vote, they have to register for the draft. I had to do it. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to change that law. When you turn 18, whether you are male or female, you have to register for the draft. That is gender equality. Okay? And I'm probably going to get some heat on that one. And that's okay. Point number two, okay, we are going to do away with domestic violence laws, because historically domestic violence laws tend to favor the female. They really do, okay? A man can, walk out of his house, he could be bleeding from the neck, and hey officer, she cut me, I need to go to the hospital. And they say, no, you're going to jail, okay? Domestic violence laws openly favor women. Okay, so we're going to amend the laws to do away with domestic violence laws so that women don't have that favor. Now, I know what you're saying, Michael. But what are we going to do? What's going to happen? It's going to be very simple. It's going to be a matter of simple assault. Okay. Because domestic violence laws, the penalties and the long-lasting effects of domestic violence laws are very, in my opinion, unconstitutional. Okay, because if you're just charged with domestic violence with a domestic violence charge, you cannot buy a firearm, which is a clear infringement of your Second Amendment rights. And those of you that have watched me know I am pro-Second Amendment. It says so in my hat, okay? So we're going to change that. We're going to do away with domestic violence laws, okay? If a husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, get into a spat and there is physical altercation, then the parties are going to be charged with assault. It's not going to be domestic assault, okay? We will not have domestic assault no longer in this country. Okay, we will still have punishments for assaults, bodily assaults, sexual assaults, things of that nature, but they're not going to be classed as domestic violence because, that does infringe on your Second Amendment rights. All right, and now my female viewers, if I have any that have possibly been the victims of domestic assault, I feel bad for you. I really do. Okay. I do not like male batterers, male abusers, but then again, I don't like female abusers either. Okay. Because women that abuse men, are 10 times worse because they beat a man down to the point where he doesn't want to report it because he doesn't want to be seen as a pussy, or a weak individual. So we're going to do away with domestic violence. No domestic violence laws. That's true equality. Okay? So both men and women can be punished if there's some kind of violence in the home. We're not going to touch child abuse laws. Okay? We're not going to touch those. All right. Number 3. I have been reading articles and seeing videos, so many videos and so many articles about women receiving less time in prison for the same crime a man commits. That's done. Okay? Regardless of the crime, we're going to have one set penalty for a crime. Okay? So if a man kills somebody and he gets 25 to life, a woman kills somebody the same way, they're getting 25 to life. It's beautiful. Beautiful. True equality in America. Okay? I mean, that's only fair. Also, we're going to be doing away with these bullshit excuses that these women put out. I was on my period. You might be laughing right now, but there are actual cases where a woman has claimed PMS as a defense and she's gotten off. Okay, so you ran your husband over 4 times and you're claiming PMS? No. Take a Midol. Okay? We're going to do away with them bullshit excuses. Okay? Excuse me. So women receive the same time in jail as men do. Number 4. Sexual cases against anybody. Okay? If a man has an affair with his high school, middle school student, that man goes to jail, loses his teaching license, and he has to register as a sex offender. I have seen cases of women convicted of the same damn thing. They receive probation, and they're still allowed to teach. Can somebody explain this insanity to me? Okay? So, ladies, if you decide you're going to bang your 6th grade student and you're convicted, you lose your teaching license, you register as a sex offender, and you receive the same amount of jail time that a man does. Okay? Number 5. Friend of the court. Okay? Or as I've heard it called, friend of the cunt. Okay? We are going to do away with, or no, we're not going to do away with. We are going to instill 50-50 custody in divorces unless there is documented evidence of child abuse in the home, either on the man's part or the woman's part. If the man is guilty of child abuse, no. If the woman's guilty of child abuse, no. Okay? Now, with doing away with doing it this way, they're automatically in divorce cases, boom, 50-50 custody. 50-50 custody. With 50-50 custody, there is no need for child support. All right? We're going to do away with that. Okay? I pay child support on 2 kids. Okay? It's like $893 a month for child support. I don't mind paying it. They're my kids. I'm going to take care of them. Okay? Also, we are doing away with the no-fault divorce. All right? Under my administration, there is no more no-fault divorce. Neither a woman or a man can come up and say, I'm not happy. I want a divorce. No. There has to be a reason. Okay, there has to be a verifiable reason, whether mental abuse, physical abuse, adultery, something. There has to be a reason for a divorce. You just can't wake up one day, you know what? I don't like this son of a bitch. I'm not happy. I want a divorce. Okay? But Michael, how can you say that? It's happened to me. Okay? It's happened to me. I leave home. I'm on home time. I leave home. I get to our terminal in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm fixing to walk in to grab me something to eat. I'm tired. I'm dirty. I want to eat, shower, and relax. I get a text message. I'm not happy. I want a divorce. Next thing I know, a couple months later, I'm getting a freaking divorce. No fault. You know, I didn't do anything. Okay, so no fault divorce, out the window. Got to have a reason. Okay? It's just the way it is. We are also doing away with alimony. Or, as Robin Williams put it, all the money. Or I've heard it, Alice isn't horny money. We're doing away with that. Okay? Because there is no reason why a man and a woman should get divorced and the woman get paid. All right? I want you to think about this. She's getting fucking paid for divorcing you. Okay? And in a lot of states, it's alimony until they remarry. Okay? And in some states, it's alimony for the rest of their life. Why should a woman or a man get paid for divorcing you? It don't make sense. Okay? It really don't make sense. All right? I don't want anybody, male or female, to have to pay their ex just because their ex woke up one day and said, you know, I want a fucking divorce. I don't like this guy anymore. Or I don't like this woman anymore. So I'm going to get paid. No alimony. None of this shit. Half. No. You're not getting half. You're not getting a fucking penny. Okay? Now, if there is a case where we're going to say that the guy was cheating, you know, he had a mistress, you know, he was actively banging some other chick, you know, and okay, I want a divorce. Okay, you get the divorce. You know, I mean, now if a guy has millions of dollars and he marries somebody, okay, and he's had the money before they got married, then no, you're going to walk away with nothing. Okay? Because you didn't make that money with him. Okay? Now, if they got together and they were poor and then they built an empire, millions of dollars, then yes, you can get half because you both built that. Okay? So you're not going to leave empty-handed. But there has to be a reason for the divorce. That's all I'm saying. Reason for the divorce. And I'm sorry if you can hear it. It's actually raining outside. Okay. Women in combat. I'm not saying that all women have to join combat units. I'm saying that if a woman chooses to join the military and she wants a combat arms job, she has to meet the physical standards for said job. She has to meet all the requirements for that job, which leads me into another point. The U.S. military, police, firefighters, you know, any job that has physical requirements, okay? Did you know that there are physical requirements? I know from the Army, okay, there is a physical requirement for men, then there's a separate physical requirement for women. We're doing away with that. If you want to be in the fucking military or the police, law enforcement, anything, there is one set standard for both men and women. Together, mashed. Boom. Gender equality. Okay? Gender equality. Okay? We're getting down to the nitty gritty of it. All right. Everybody keeps whining and crying and complaining. Oh, we want gender equality. We want equality for women. You got fucking equality. Okay? And bitching about this, 77 cents on the dollar or whatever. Come on, man. That's a bunch of bullshit. Okay? I'm going to tell you right now. Okay? Whoa. Women do not make less money than men. Okay? Men and women make the same pay. Okay? Just like at the company I'm with, okay? I make 55 cents a mile. A woman with the same company, with the same experience that I do, is going to make 55 cents a mile. Okay? In any other job, okay? Let's say you get paid hourly. You're both making $15 an hour, but the man, he comes in and pulls some overtime. He pulls an extra shift for some overtime. Okay? 2-3 days, overtime. Overtime's good. Okay? But the woman, she's not pulling overtime. Okay? Hang on, my truck's going to start. 1 second. There we go. Okay, so the woman doesn't pull overtime, and, I have to leave early. For whatever reason. It could be picking up their child, or, they don't feel good, cramps, something like that. Okay, they're not going to make the same paycheck as the man. So if you want to make the same exact amount of money that men make, then ladies, you're going to have to put in overtime. You're going to have to put in the hours, okay? That's just the way it is, okay? I've heard that women want the same pay as men, but they don't want to work as much. Okay. Paid maternity leave. I've heard this one floating around out there. Women want paid maternity leave. No. It was your idea to get pregnant and have a child, which I'm happy for you if that's what you decide to do. I'm not going to pay you to be out for up to 6 months and you're not producing anything. Okay? It's not going to happen. Okay? And on the same token, no paid paternity leave. Dads to be, you don't get paid. All right? Moms, dads, you want to take time off? That's perfectly fine. We'll hold your job for you, but you're not going to be paid for not being at work. That's just not going to happen. Okay? So, my advice in those situations, plan ahead, save your money, plan ahead. So, that's what we're looking for, okay? True gender equality. Okay? True equality between men and women. Okay? Now, this one may not be so much gender equality because there's only 2 genders. But all these people that believe there's 72 different fucking genders, okay? All right, I'm going to concede 1 point, okay? If you want to identify as a non-binary, asexual, fucking vampire fairy, fine. That's how you can identify. But just acknowledge that scientifically and biologically, there's only 2 genders, okay? You've only got men and women, okay? That's the way throughout this entire planet, okay? Now, I will concede there is the 3rd gender, which is the true hermaphrodite, that has both male and female genitals, okay? But they're very rare. They're like 1 in 100,000, okay? And they're actually born sterile, so they cannot pass that genetic abnormality on, okay? So this is what I want you to do, okay? When you wake up in the morning, I want you to go like this. I want you to look down. If you got a twig and berries, you are a male, okay? If you look down and there's nothing there but an open axe wound, you're a female. That's the way gender works. You're either male or you're a female. Okay? Now, like I said, if you want to identify as a non-binary, asexual, vampire, fairy, unicorn, That's perfectly fine. You can identify as whatever you want. But just recognize that biologically there are only two. Okay? Gender's a social construct. No, gender is a biological fact. Okay? We have known this since the beginning of time. There's men and there's women. What you want to identify as, I have no problem with. I have no problem whatsoever with it. Just acknowledge that you're either born a man or a woman. Now, if you want to transition, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I am not going to stop you. As President of the United States, I am not going to stop you from transitioning, doing gender reassignment. I'm not going to stop you. Okay? I know some of the struggles, okay? Because I myself am a cross-dresser, okay? Sometimes I dress as a woman. You can't tell by looking at me right now, but yes, sometimes I dress as a woman. Okay? I understand the sorry about that, but I understand the struggles. Okay? I understand what it's like. When I've dressed up, I'm like, I gotta go bathroom. I gotta go number 2. I gotta go. But I look good. Makeup on point, my wig looking good, my clothes looking good, and I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay, I gotta go take a shit. What bathroom do I go into? Okay? I understand the struggles, and I'm gonna help y'all. I'm gonna help the trans community. Okay? Because yes, Obama passed the transgender bathroom laws. I'm going to expand on that a little bit more. Okay? And this is going to be part of equality. Okay? Now, if you are a true transgender, let's say a transgender female or a trans woman, okay? You live as a woman every day, 24/7. You're going through the process of transitioning. You're on hormone therapy. Let's say you've had your top surgery, whatever. You've legally changed your gender, your name. Let's just say you're doing that. Okay? You're presenting as a female. Okay? And I will say a lot of trans women look really good. Okay? But let's say you're transgender, all right, and you go to the bathroom. You can go into that women's bathroom. I got no problem with that. But if you're a fucking 6'2", 280, with a full lumberjack beard, but you've thrown on some lipstick and eyeshadow and got a sundress on, I don't think I want you going in that women's bathroom. I don't. Okay? I've got a very young daughter, and I would not feel safe having that person go into that restroom. Okay? Now, if you're a trans male, okay, same things apply. You're presenting as a male, you're living as a male, going through the process. I have no problem with you going into the men's room. Okay? But if you're some, petite, dainty little hot chick that's really not trying to present as a male, and you go in there, I think you're looking for some dick. Same thing if it's the 6'2", 280 lumberjack going into a ladies' room. You're looking for something. You're not there to take a leak. You're there looking for something. Okay? Period. Alright, so I am going to, that is my plan, to expand on gender equality. Okay? And this is just really a brief rundown of some of the points that, that I'm going to try to accomplish, because I actually had someone on Instagram tell me, oh, well, politicians, they say one thing and they do another, or they promise the world and they don't deliver. Well, I'm not a politician. Number one, I'm not a politician. All right. Number two, I'm telling you things I want to get done. I haven't promised you that I'm going to get them done. I'm going to get as much done as I can. And, people that I've talked to, my talking points are good. They agree with the things that I'm saying. Okay. So I'm not going to restrict rights or equality. I'm not going to constrict it in any way. I'm actually going to broaden it. Okay? And some of y'all watch might be like, oh my God, this guy's fucking crazy. Well, you might have a point. Okay? But, if you think about all these things logically, they make sense. Okay? Because, and all the gender equality, you know, is mainly geared against women. That's for a reason, okay? Because women, they want the 18th century laws when it comes to being taken care of. But then when things don't go their way, they want the 20th century laws, okay? They want the no-fault divorce. Oh, I'm not happy. I want to leave. Oh, but wait a minute. You got to take care of me for the rest of my life. Okay? You can't have your cake and eat it too. It's one or the other. Okay? Either you want the 18th century laws where the man has to take care of you for life, or you want the 20th century laws where you can leave his ass for no reason. You can't have both. Okay? And some of y'all are like, oh my God, he's a misogynist. He's a misogynist. He's a sexist. No, I'm not. Okay? I'm not. And once my campaign gets rolling and I start getting some television interviews, I'm going to bring my wife on, and I'm going to let her tell you how much of a sexist and a misogynist I am. Okay? I take care of my wife very well. I provide for her needs and deny her nothing. I'm not a misogynist. I'm a realist. And after thinking about these laws, you know, about the gender equality and things we could do to change it, a lot of my ideas, you know, are solid and they're much needed right now. If you want true gender equality in the United States, then you'll elect me to be president in 2024. Okay? You know, because I do have the answers and they will benefit everybody. Okay? So that's all I have to say for today. I want to thank you for joining me to the end of this video. And if you have joined me to the end of this video, give it a thumbs up because that helps me out here on YouTube with the algorithm or whatever. Well, I've heard. And it gets the video out to more people's suggested list. If this is your first time to my channel, click the subscribe button, turn on all bell notifications so you get notified when I do a new video. Okay, and for my returning viewers, I want to say thank you for supporting me. Thank you for viewing my videos. Down there in the comment section, leave your thoughts. Leave your thoughts about the things that I've said, and leave any ideas for expanding on my ideas. Okay, I am always ready, willing, and able to listen to the people. All right, America is a country of the people, for the people, and by the people. And that is what I want to get us back to. Okay? I am neither Republican nor Democrat. I'm an American. And I want all Americans to have a voice. So voice your opinion down there in the comments section. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you would like to see done. And let me know what you'd like to talk about. Okay? But anyway, I am Michael, your candidate for 2024. I'll see you in the next video.